run themselves. The veteran Matt Bryant set to rock and roll. And off we go from Soldier Field. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
54, South. Hey, express, 21. Space. Gun. On.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground.
12.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive.
Hey, Tuesday. Left. Go.
They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down from Falcon territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Again, Ryan. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup there, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, it looks like they caught him off guard on 2nd and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for them. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Ryan. Being chased out left. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he's taken down inside the 30. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. To throw again is Ryan. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
That false start costly. Moves him back to the 9 now, 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
He'll get it up the middle and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Tuesday.
They'll try and run. Freeman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal Get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's Coleman on the toss. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in position. They'll toss it to Coleman. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 41 yards on the ground. And you talk about great blocking up front. I don't think he was even touched, not a finger on him, until he was brought down to the ground.
I think we heard the whoosh as he went by, didn't we? Right through the gap. No one there, as you outlined. No one touched him at all. A free sprint into the secondary.
Yeah, that's what you call breaking free right there. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Brooks Reed with a tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
11, 21.
Now it's Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones from 13 yards out. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On first down, Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What, is it 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
21.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Wait.
On second down, Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The offense on third down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And his kick is good. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. Gets fielded in the end zone. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. He finds an opening past the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, they put it all together on that one. Good vision, good blocking. A toss play to the left. How do you toss it?
Yeah, a toss is the underhand kind of egg toss. The pitch is kind of, if you're running the option, you pitch it end over end, correct?
Yeah, I agree totally. I agree totally. And in the NFL, we'll see a lot more tosses than pitches, because if you're pitching it, you might lose your quarterback.
Absolutely.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, some news that gave us a chuckle, and we could all use that around the holiday season. Josh Johnson, a great story. He was back home in Oakland when the Redskins called to see if he'd like to join him for the remainder of the season. So how did he get to know his new teammates? Well, what did he do? He turned to the Madden game, Charles.
Yeah, and that's how you learn who they are, right? Learn what they do, have some tendencies, get some ideas about their speed and what they do well and maybe what they don't do so well. And it really helped him acclimate and got himself a big victory in Week 15 against the Jacksonville Jaguars. How about the bloodline of Josh Johnson, though? Also related to Marshawn Lynch of the Oakland Raiders and Marcus Peters of the Los Angeles Rams.
Pretty good company.
Hey, wait. Ready.
To throw on second down, Ryan. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Get up!
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Ryan now to throw on third down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Stay south. Hey, express. Let's go. Hey, wait. Hey, rip lance.
They'll try and throw for it here. It's caught. Jones. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
Stay south. Hey, wait.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Bryant's kick. We now proceed to the start of the 2nd half. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This will be taken short. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. From the shotgun, Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Coleman. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. Complete to Jones. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 14 down to the 14.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage. Ryan
now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Here's Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. And it'll make it a 2nd down. From the gun, it's Ryan. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. He was hoping to get that one to Tevin Coleman in space. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. First throw off the bench for the veteran Schaub. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. So a field goal try here on 4th down as the Falcons called on Matt Bryant. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Tuesday. Space. Hey, right half. Let's go.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
12. On.
Now Ryan on 1st down. Getting it out left side to Sanu. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Get up! South. 11. Hey, gun. 20. Hey, let's go.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the fourth. On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, gun. Get up! 22!
On 1st and 10, Ryan. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. That's some strong running. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Throwing on 1st down. Ryan connects with Sanu right side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman, an 18-yard touchdown run. And now the Falcons are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams are all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Freeman again. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Ready. 25. There we go. Ready, go.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Here's Ryan. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Mohamed Sanu, 59 yards. And the Falcons have broken our tie. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And the Falcons say they have it, they do. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yep, the opportunity squashed. Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Freeman. And the Falcons going to use another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Coleman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. I'm surprised with the lead in a one-score game this late. They're even putting the ball in the air in that situation.
Almost makes me feel like the head coach might be second-guessing himself by not clicking on and saying, all we're doing is running it here. But give credit to the guys on defense. They made a play that they absolutely had to have.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. He'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 23 yards on the play.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1 is tempted to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans though holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
A very important extra point there, up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Let's see if they are in line with Charles Davis. Ryan to throw. Looking deep for Julio. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And what an effort on the final play of regulation. All zeros on the count. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now.
Hey, let's go.
They will run again with Coleman. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And a costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security and in overtime so paramount.
Partner, do you ever wonder if maybe they talk about it too much?
Too much, yeah.
Doesn't seem like you can, but maybe by discussing it time and time again, and you know they overemphasized it here, it almost became self-fulfilling.
And any points beat them here. Field goal or a touchdown now. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle. End the game right here. I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. So an important try here from Matt Bryant. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about. A long field goal to win it, so definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through until the ball went through the post.
But it did go through the post. Ice water was in his veins. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Yep.
hop out. Valet, walk out. All these bands I lost count. Cause I'm too up right now. Too up right now. I'm two on one day on my third. I was too broke, now I'm too rich. Made 100K on my third shift. I'm a boy, so boy, and I'm a gangster.